Hello guys, LEGO Gladiator here with a review on some Brick Arms weapons that I wound up buying. Now I'm going to do some reviews on some of the shields too. Either way, we'll start off with my personal favorite of my haul from Toys R Us. The Zulu Spear and Shield. Now, you may be saying, that's no Zulu shield. Well, guess what? Take a closer look. That is a Zulu shield, actually. That's what it's designed to look like. That's what my guess is it is, because it looks like a Zulu shield. In fact, it's made to be gripped just about any way you want the minifigure to grip it. You can even make it forward like this, and not have the minifigure holding it a certain way. It's a pretty cool shield, but to tell you the truth, comparing a Zulu shield to a normal shield, it's just made out of bear hide, or animal hide. It's not really a strong shield, but it is a pretty good shield to have in your collection. If you're going to be like me, making a gladiatorial combat video. And here's the spear that came with it, and it's based entirely off the Zulu spear even. Which, I kind of like this spear. It's pretty cool looking. Now on to the next one. This was something else that came in the tribal pack. Some sort of strange blade. Interesting looking blade, but you wouldn't catch me using it. If I was a warrior, to me it looked more like something that it looks like a fancy weapon. Hello, I'm Fancy Pants. That's about what that is. Either way, it's a pretty cool weapon. I would put it in the hands of some crazy looking character maybe. But right now, let's start on something else. I'm going to move on to a sword I wound up with, if I can find it. This is my personal favorite of all of the collection of weapons I wound up with. A Viking longsword. A Viking sword. Now, I have two favorite swords. The Claymore sword and the normal Viking sword. Those were my two favorites. Some people may say they're not as strong as... Here's something interesting. These things could break a katana. Any kind of sword can break a katana. No offense. Because katanas are made out of a metal that's only found in Japan, that's actually pretty easy to work with. Though the legends are they don't break, but the truth is they do break. Up against bone, any sword can break. That's the truth. But this is a pretty good sword because the Viking blade was a mixture of different metals. In fact, no one can actually recreate a Viking sword. No one has ever been able to do that. Which means they knew a special way of doing their swords. And of course, here's a Viking war axe, which I think was pretty cool. That came in the Viking set. A normal battle axe. Some sort of mace blade, which is pretty long. It's a cool looking weapon. Then here's a gladiatorial weapon. This is just me showing off the weapons I like the best that I wound up with. And of course, another short sword that looks pretty cool. But here's my favorite shield I wound up with. A Viking shield. But I'm going to give you guys an interesting fact. Comparing the Viking shield to a Spartan shield. The Viking shield and the Spartan shield are almost about the same size. Interesting fact though. The Spartan shield was a mix of animal hide, wood, and bronze. It was a pretty thick shield. So it was a it's probably the strong known. This is the world's most strongest shield right here. This little shield is just a recreation of it. Is a Lego version of it, but the actual shield took longer than you think to make. But it's a mix. The animal hide, I think, was on the inside of the wood. It was on the side of the wood where you grip it. So there's like a soft layer of leather and stuff to keep your arm protected. So if you had like a heavy rock hit the shield, you wouldn't break your arm like you would with the Viking shield. With the Viking shield, it could probably take blows from certain weapons, but up against let's say a very heavy weapon like the Samurai's War Club, it pretty much wouldn't be able to absorb the impact. It would actually would break. It's actually been proven that it break. But the Spartan shield actually can absorb the full impact of that thing, which is pretty cool. Anyways, but my favorite shield in the collection still is the Zulu's shield. I don't know why. It's just the way it looks. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. Comment, subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you want me to review some more of my Brick Arms weapons that I wound up with in my collection, because I have a lot more swords and weapons that I've wound up with in the huge haul I picked up. So if you want me to review some more, you better let me know.